Hello, friends, and welcome now to Countdown Unite the Light. We're at day 19. 19 days until we go to our Nashville, Tennessee headquarters, I was going to say, basically this beautiful resort. We'll be talking to light workers and leaders around the world, and we are making announcements right now about who is coming next. And today, we have the most exciting announcement yet. But first, a little video introduction, shall we?
There's a global renaissance of understanding and awareness happening right now. I want to actually be a part of a catalytic change in systemic transformation. People think that there are no miracles, and others think that the entire universe and life is a miracle itself. You could say the same thing about mathematics. People think that mathematics is random. Or others might actually say, as I believe, that the only things we call random are those things we haven't discovered the pattern for yet. The pattern exists, we just haven't yet perceived it. It's outside of our realm of intelligence. You could rank order in a way our ascension or understanding as a species and consciousness by the degree to which we perceive randomness versus pattern.
That's right. We're happy to announce that Sir Robert Edward Grant is now what we call our key mastermind of Unite the Light Nashville. And before we get into Mr. Grant, let's talk actually about the power of making changes. We are here to all unite the light, and we're all here to do things, I think, in a better way, in a brighter way. And one of the things that we're doing differently at Unite the Light is that we're going to have what we call key conversations. The show, and it's really a show, it's just nonstop all day Saturday, nonstop Sunday. We're going to, in this show, mix things up a little bit. And the first day, as you probably know, we have all these speakers and we have all these innovative influencers. But we have two conversations. Rather than the keynote speech, we decided to have a keynote conversation. And Robert Edward Grant is our first person to do this. We're going to dive into a deep conversation with him, between him and myself, and discuss things in a nerd-out way to talk about metaphysics and everything else. But first, let's talk about who this man is. If you're not familiar with his work, let me introduce him. Sir Robert Edward Grant is a serial entrepreneur, a polymath, a prolific inventor, and a thought leader in fields ranging from medical technology and cryptology to sacred geometry, mathematics, and even music theory. With over 80 patents to his name, Grant is known for bridging the gap between science, spirituality, and innovation, applying his deep understanding of sacred geometry and universal mathematical principles to solve problems across diverse industries. As an advocate for consciousness, expansion, and human potential, Grant has founded multiple successful companies and contributed significantly to the fields of healthcare, blockchain encryption, and sound-based healing. Most recently, during the past decade, he has turned his attention and acumen toward number theory, mathematical physics, geometry, cryptology, and blockchain cryptocurrencies. Whew, there's a lot there. He is a strong advocate of data sovereignty for the original producers and individuals of digital assets. In other words, he believes that it's your right to own your data. And he's even built a system called Orion, for instance, which is a private messaging system currently on beta. But I think my favorite quality about him is that he is a step 25 Taurus. And interestingly enough, Uranus has just crossed his sun, and so he is on fire. He is a new place where he's discovering amazing things in Egypt, things we've never known before. He's discovering things in mathematics that we have never seen before. And just in the preview alone, I was captivated by the topics that came up. I mean, I think a gentleman like him and I could talk for days, frankly, trading notes and things as two wizards. But one of the things I like about him in particular is that he believes in self-love. He believes in ascension. He believes that we live currently in a hologram that's projected from heaven. And I've said this many times. He's of the same mind that we're currently in heaven right now, projecting ourselves down into this dream state. So this is a person that I think represents a mastermind in the sense of light work, that a person who is pushing the envelope, setting the standards, and coming into an apex in his career and his ability. I'm going to be excited to have this conversation and talk to him, and I'm excited to be able to pick his brain about a variety of things. I'm also very excited to have a Taurus at this time, because Uranus is in the edges of Taurus. So we're kind of seeing also an example astrologically of where Tauruses are in his direction. I mean, you can see the effect of Uranus, I'm saying, coming into our greatest and brightest, and also becoming very innovative. It said in the last 10 years, he's done all those interesting things. That's Uranus has been, in our sign for nearly 7. So compelling stuff. Now, friends, we're going to have so much to release to you. We realized today in our meeting, we have only shown you a fraction of what's going to be at Unite the Light. That was because originally we were going to kind of make it a big surprise. But as of recent, we've decided, nope, we're going to let everything out of the bag. So we have several surprises to tell you before Unite the Light. And I want to also tell you, it's not too late to come down. Don't be shy. You can come. If you feel the calling, you should listen to that calling. That calling is your heart telling you there's something there for you. People meet people there. People start projects there. In fact, one of the presenters of our this year, who you'll learn about later this week, she came to the first Unite the Light. It inspired her idea. She built it. And now she's in the second Unite the Light because of an idea that inspired her at the first Unite the Light. No kidding. That's how fast we're going to grow when we come together. When we come together, we are bigger than we were before. Our light expands, our vibration gets higher, and our potential goes even deeper for who we can be. We are not meant to be alone, as some would say or think. We're meant to come together. And in particular, I'll leave on this note, I think right now things are getting a little intense. If you haven't noticed, people are freaking out in some regards. Stock market is going up and down like crazy because people are not sure where to go. It's time for us to lead, the light people, the people who are in their hearts, with a joyful message and inspiration and hope. We need a voice. We know it's not Hollywood. We know it's not the music industry. We know it's not a lot of things we used to lean on. It's not our time. It's our cue to stage. And you can go out there in a silo and just work by yourself as a light worker, or you can come work alongside every other light worker that's united. Because if we come together, we'll be brighter than ever before. So friends, we have so many surprises this week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to end this broadcast with another clip from the pre-interview we did with Mr. Grant.
Collective consciousness is related to the 100th monkey and the butterfly effect. And as soon as one of us is able to share the wisdom that we capture from the universe, then that impacts the person that's listening, but not only the person that's listening. That expression itself has a field as a vibration in this larger field of collective awareness and consciousness. So just like lab rats that cannot solve a maze to get to the food, as soon as the first lab rat solves the maze, then all the other lab rats around the world, and they never had a conference, right, to have to do it. It was just the fact that one of them did it creates this resonance that then the whole world can start to shift and transition and perceive the world differently. And I think that this can only be accelerated when we meet together as a group. And that's one of the most powerful things. The community aspect is super powerful, and Unite the Light is doing exactly that type of work, trying to pull people together so that we can have more of those experiences of cohabitation and co-solving some of these challenges that we face in our world. And I'm excited to be affiliated with it and to
The Unite the Light Lightworker Summit is reborn in 2025, May 17th to the 19th, reincarnating in Nashville, Tennessee, the capital of country music light. If you live to make the world a better place, we invite you to gather and co-create for 2 days. Day 1, meet curated, heartfelt influencers sharing strategies and innovation. Day 2 calls for conscious conversations. Lightworker power panelists discuss industry urgent topics. And for the first time, you requested, we co-created. A third day, a 36-hour, ultra-private, closed-door Whisper Summit. We call it Afterglow, where 2 or more gather, featuring high-wattage leaders of light who share unpublished career advice and trade secrets. It all takes place in the luxurious Gaylord Opryland Hotel, where you may enjoy a full spa, poolside drinks, and tasty dining. And don't miss our Honky Tonk Sumper and Step Networking event happening Saturday night. Wear cowboy attire, feast, and learn astro secrets about you and cosmic allies. Consider this an invitation. Let us celebrate our ascension at the brightest gathering of love in the world. Ticket sales are open now at unitethelight.love. That's unitethelight.love.